Hey, welcome to Facebook Live at Paste Studio. We're here with Aly Tadros. Am I saying that right?
Yes,
Good.
Tadros, that's great.
Good. Okay. And they're going to play a few songs for us this afternoon. Would you like to tell us about the first song?
Sure. So the first tune is also the first song off the new record. It's called Rivers. I grew up on the Mexican border, left there, and promptly moved to 17 other places that all lived alongside rivers. So it's a little bit about that. All right. I collect rivers. Left my home on the Rio Grande in a sleepy desert town. 17, a pitcher full of dreams and the thirst to wash it down. Some people build up picket fences, the certainty of stone. Some people got driftwood riddled in their bones. I collect rivers. Broke my heart on the Delta blues, up and down the Mississippi. 2 a.m. in a smoky bar, slinging songs at anyone listening. Well, some people drown themselves in lovers, the comfort of a drink. Some people just keep moving, they'll swim before they sink. I collect rivers. I collect rivers. I drank tea by the Bosphorus, floated the Nile, met a good man by the Hudson. He asked for a child. I said, I can't sit still, don't wanna leave. I'm waiting on the waters to wash over me. I can't sit still now, I don't wanna leave. I'm waiting on the waters to lead me to the sea.
Waiting on the waters to wash over me.
Lead me to the sea.
Waiting on the waters to wash over me.
Waiting on the waters to wash over me. Waiting on the waters to wash over me. I collect rivers. Thank you, guys.
That sounded great.
Thank you.
I know that right now you're busy promoting an album that you just released called Hungry Ghost.
Yep.
Will you tell us a little about why you chose that title and what it means?
Yeah, so a hungry ghost is actually a term in Buddhism. It's this realm where they say there are these hungry ghosts, and it's also a coffee shop in Brooklyn, which is another story. But they have these huge, like, bowling ball-sized bellies and these tiny pin-sized mouths, and this idea is that they can never really get enough. They can never fill themselves up. And there are a lot of ideas about need and addiction and ideas like that throughout the record. So it seemed ambiguous and appropriate enough at the same time without being like, Mom, guess what I did?
Cool. Will you tell us about the second song you're gonna do?
Sure. This is another one of those Mom Guess What I Did songs anyways, it's called About the Trappings of Living a Double Life. Okay, take it, Cody.
Say you need a break from the 9 to 5. I got what you need, make you feel alive. I got the red dress, you got the time. I want some mischief, you my dear, you look so good tonight. I'm not looking for forever, you're looking like today. And you could be my dirty secret, I will be your escape. I will be your escape. I think I've got your bit of bliss, a buzz, it's in my fingertips. And like the quiet before a kiss, no, 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 don't be afraid of it. I got the red dress now, you got the time. I want some mischief, you my dear, you look so good tonight. I'm not looking for forever, you're looking like today. Yeah. You could be my dirty secret, I will be your escape. I'm not looking for forever, you're looking like today. Yeah. You could be my dirty secret, I will be your escape. And I'll get you where you wanna go. Don't you wanna feel less alone? Your secret's safe with me, 'cause I got the red dress. If you've got the time, I want some mischief, I'm gonna bet you got a real dirty. I'm not looking for forever, you're looking like today. You could be my dirty secret, I will be your escape. I'm not looking for forever, you're looking like today. You could be my dirty secret, I will be your escape. Let me be your escape.
Yes.
I can hear that you have a lot of influences in your music, and in descriptions that I've read of yours, just through other sites that have followed you throughout the last few years.
Yeah.
That seems to be a consensus that you have a number of influences. Will you tell us about them?
Yeah, well, I learned how to play the guitar about 10 years ago, learning Ani DeFranco covers, who I think was just here recently.
She was.
Yeah, she's amazing. So that's a big part of the reason that I'm a finger picker and I play some of the tunings that I do. I grew up listening to a lot of Middle Eastern music, so that's found its way into my music. And Fiona Apple, a lot of like Radiohead. I was a pretty angsty kid, so, you know. Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, I definitely hear the Fiona Apple. Will you tell us about the third song you're going to play today?
Sure. So the third one I wrote shortly after moving to Crown Heights, and my part of the neighborhood is right between the West Indian and the Orthodox part of Brooklyn, Jewish Orthodox. And there's a bodega downstairs that's like constantly playing reggae music all through the night. And this is about adjusting to being in an apartment for the first time with, you know, like West Indian remixes of Justin Bieber songs all night. Do-do-do, do-do-do, ooh. Do-do-do, do-do-do. Do-do-do, do-do-do, ooh. Do-do-do, do-do-do, ooh.
wakes me awake. The radiator singing and the tea kettle screeching. This kind of silence is new. And there's a beep up the street like da-da-doo, da-da-doo. Garbage trucks preaching their blues. I'm right at home, settled as stone in the loud silence of the city. In the loud silence of the city. Just try to shake me with your bills and your laws, stacked up higher than God. I'll write me a lick to the street sweeper's hiss, 'cause his kind of silence is free. And there's a beep up the street like da-da-doo, da-da-doo. Garbage trucks preaching their blues. I'm right at home, settled as stone in the loud silence of the city. In the loud silence of the city. Richer than a king, smarter than a scientist, fatter than a cat, fuller than the moon. In the loud silence of the city. In the loudest silence of the city. Steps up the floorboards, it gently wakes me awake. The radiator singing and the tea kettle screeching. This kind of silence is home. Thank you.
Did you have one more for us today? Okay, awesome.
Yeah, one last one.
Before we go into it, since you mentioned that you were up listening to some Radiohead, will you tell us your favorite Radiohead album?
Oh, be terrible. Okay.
More than one is fine.
Fine. Okay, Computer or The Bends, between those two. Yeah, Mother Falcon, a band from Austin, did a residency at Joe's Pub like a few years ago, and they did OK Computer from beginning to end. It's like a 13-piece orchestra. Find them online. It just blew my mind. So yeah, they're great.
Definitely will. Well, why don't you tell us about your final song?
So the last song that we're going to play is a tune called Alberta. It's a song that was inspired on a tour that I did 3 years ago in northern Alberta. It was a 2-week-long house concert tour, but in like a really remote part of Canada, where we had like GPS coordinates instead of addresses. And yeah, we wrote it in the middle of the winter. So this is one for winter time. Your heart's hit out like the sliver of a moon under brooding skies. It's a light fills the room, ain't nothing for miles but perfect white snow. Soldier, stay a while. I hear it gets cold You could come inside and rest your head here, lay on by the fire. You could come inside, there's nothing to fear, lay on by the fire. Storm rolls through, I wanna take care of you and shelter you, 'cause I'm not afraid to bruise. And your wounds and your wars, they do me no harm. Leave the fire to the stove, love, I'll keep you warm. You could come inside now, rest your head here, lay on by the fire. You could come inside, there's nothing to fear, lay on by the fire. And I'm not here to bandage you, Lord knows I've been tempted to, but I've seen my share of battles too. Live my life afraid to lose. I want someone to see the winner through. Won't you come inside now? Rest your head here on by the fire. 'Cause you could come inside, there's nothing to fear. Lay on by, just lay on by the fire. We've got nothing to fear, love. We've got nothing to fear, love. We've got nothing to fear, love. Your heart's hid out like the sliver of a moon, but your light fills the room. Still your light fills the room. Thank you, guys.
That sounded so great.
Thank you.
Really, really, really great. Well, before we let you go, will you tell us where we can see you live coming up soon?
Yeah, anyone who's on the West Coast, we have a West Coast tour coming up in January. I think January 20th we're in LA, and then we go north from there. So just check out alytadros.com to see those dates. And some of the band members will be with me. I want to introduce them real quick if that's cool. We got Cody Ron on drums, Sarah Haynes on viola and vocals, and Chris North on upright bass and vocals.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much again for being here, all of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you so much for having us.
Our pleasure. And we hope we get to see you again soon.